Hey all reckoners and welcome back. Today's indie game is Army of Pixels. This is a lane-based tower defense game with... I don't know, tower defense is kind of the wrong word. So the idea is... Let me show you. I'll do a skirmish. I think this is a demo. I believe this is a demo because there's 2 campaign levels and I don't know how to unlock any of the other levels. I could be being very, very dense, but I've beaten both of these missions, so I don't know what to do next. The shop... Every time you win anything, a campaign or a skirmish, you get 25 crystals. These unlock extra armies. The way armies work, this is a knowledge fire hose on your face for a few seconds. The way armies work is you pick 3 armies. These are basically your deck. I'm going to pick the elves, the holy faction, and I do quite like the knights. These are the 3 starting ones, but I recently unlocked the vampires. I've done 1 game with them so far, and they seem really good. So I'm going to stick with them to try them out for a few more games. So... Here, at the bottom you can see my 3 factions. These 3 are the vampires, these 3 are the holy, and these 3 are the elves. They each have different benefits to them. To start with, we only have the tier 1 of each of the classes, or each of the races, available at this time. Each round will unlock a new one, so after round 3 we'll have all the options available to us. And the way it works is we're going to start queuing up our forces. So I'm going to do this, because this is my starting strategy, which seems to work pretty well. It's kind of dumb, but it seems to work. So now, for the rest of the game, every time I hit some next wave, the first guys out the door are going to be a row of these monks. And they're sealed in there. I paid for them once, I don't have to pay for them again. My enemy has done something similar. They're locked in. So I'm going to see what he did, and probably respond to it in my next round. In general, my second round, I generally don't do anything because the first round is kind of a wash, and the third round is when important stuff happens. But you get the idea. So I'll show you what combat looks like. Spit these guys out. They're weak. They just generate gold, basically. Here's what they do. Monks do not deal a lot of damage, but they defend well. Living a humble life, they earn you gold every turn. And that's why I do them from the beginning, because from turn 1, this means they have the highest chance to generate the most gold income for me. And that really pays out by the end of the game, I'm finding. So yeah, everything there sent at me is stronger, except for whatever's in this round. I was not paying attention. These guys are slime. I think they're magic users. I haven't quite zeroed in on what they are. That's important because the tier 2 thing for the holy guys is an inquisitor, and he does extra damage against magic users. Now we have these towers, which are pretty tough. They deal good damage, that sort of thing. I have no way of upgrading them as far as I know. And that's that. We did it. Round 1 over. You'll also have noticed I had 4 spells. 3 of those spells are influenced by the 3 races I have chosen. Each turn I get mana back. She can give me more mana, which is kind of why I like Medusas. The elves are a good ace in the hole to have, although now that I have vampires I'm thinking of swapping them out. Just because their tree man is one of the strongest tier 3 units I've seen. Well, I mean, I've seen 4, but it's quite good. It's really tanky, and it's good against humans. Lately I've been going with the angel, because it has a spear, which is quite nice, but it costs 70, so I don't know. Yeah, so like this round, we saw some slimes. Not a lot for me to do in terms of countering. Like I said, the Inquisitor does bonus damage against magic users. I don't know if those slimes quite count as magic users. These are the Vampire Lords, which I just got. I used them 1 game, and so far they seem like just wow. For 25 gold, you're getting 25 HP, really fast attack speed, high damage, and they tank like crap. I mean, like crap isn't a good thing. Like, it's just... they're incredible, so... I'm inclined right now to kind of just spam vampires until I see a specific enemy type that I need to tech against. Like, she's good against undead, and he's good against humans, and he's good at magic users, so, you know, just keep those things in mind, basically. I think I'll drop a vampire guy. It really doesn't matter right here, because there's that rock I want to help blast out of the way. So what do we got? We got bugs, we got elves. That's definitely a magic user, so now I can drop an inquisitor in there to fight. These elves can be annoying. I still think vampires are probably the best tech I have against them. This bottom lane is going to need a lot of help, though. Yeah, the bottom and top lanes are the one we need to focus on the most, for sure. I see some magic. I wasted the magic, okay. An auspicious start. When I was first... actually, there were a couple of false starts to me recording this, where I was just losing miserably. At the risk of jinxing it, I feel like I've gotten to the point where I can consistently win. Hopefully that's true. We'll see. I didn't get a lot of gold that time. So, want to drop... Okay, yeah, we have enough gold we can do this. This is exactly what I want to do. Anyway, this should do well. I don't think we're going to completely slaughter this round, but we have a good chance of at least holding our own. Because, I mean, these guys do put us at a disadvantage for the first few rounds until they build up their worth, and then things kind of start to tip the other direction. So, these first, like, 3 to 4 rounds are usually just see what they have, counter-pick against it, then just start slamming on the big guys. So look at that, just, they burst through there. That was smart on their part, that's what I would have done. We won this one. Okay, we won all 3 lanes that we buffed. That's awesome. That's perfect. So we just need to buff this and then see how they counter-attack. Then they have to counter 3 lanes this time. So we definitely won this round. Maybe not in terms of damage, but just in terms of awesomeness. So we don't have enough for an angel, which is what I would drop. I'm not going to be using the vampire queen in this because I really keep her against humans. Although even then I don't really use her when if I have the tree lord. So I think I might swap out these for more humans. The knights, I mean. I don't know though. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. I think I'd rather just unlock a new one and see what happens. The trouble is you can't see what they do before you unlock them. You kind of just have to observe what they do and then figure it out from there. So how do we want to counter against a slime and an elf? We'll go with this guy. Tough choice. Let's double tech just to be a jerk about this. I'm tempted to put in a Medusa type person, or what are they called, Dryads maybe? Dryads, because that extra mana is super nice late game. Your enemy can't cast spells as far as I know, at least not in the skirmishes or the 2 campaign games I've done so far. I could drop an Inquisitor here to increase diversity of forces, but I really... Yeah, let's do it. So this round, depending upon what they do with these, it's a possibility you could win all 4. But because the towers are still up, it's not super important. You kind of seem to win one really good. So geez, look at that dodge. He's just tanking everything for us. Glorian vampires, man. I mean, this game is not, you know, it is kind of a demo, so they may need to have some balancing tweaks on these vampires. Yeah, that wasn't even close. I didn't have to use any spells. Let's drop more. Boom, boom. Maybe should have gone an Inquisitor here. That's fine. I think it'll be fine. I think it's kind of just, you know, really min-maxing for that kind of. And I don't. And as the more I play, the more I'm leaning towards these guys not being considered magic users. In which case, the Inquisitor's appeal goes way away. Oh wow, this lane is losing. Oh, this rat dodge tech skills. That sucks. A lot of mana wasted. You'll definitely have to drop an Inquisitor in there, for sure. Because that'll help a lot. Maybe a ranged guy, maybe a Dryad and an Inquisitor. I don't think vermin count. So we're gonna go Dryad. We could go Inquisitor. I wanted to swap these actually. That's fine. I can't swap them. It's not ruinous. The advantage to units like these, like I have the little vampire bat, the advantage is they can pick up this gold first. Or they take up a slot, which is kind of annoying. And why I don't use them. So yeah, this lane's doing well. How did they counter-tech against us? Is it terrible? Not too terrible. This lane might need a spell. This lane's doing A-okay, we're gonna drop a spell, yeah. Oh, that's kind of a waste. But we've got mana to spare. Any tower's gonna go down? I think this tower might go down. Yeah, it's going down. Boom. Oh, we lost 2 towers. They lost 2 towers, awesome. So each time you get a guy to the far side, you get a point. First to 10 wins. Towers give you a lot of extra gold, which is cool. 30 gold per tower, it looks like. Okay, let's just, oh, we could get an angel if we want to. Which tower is the most needy of mostness? You are. Let's drop an angel in. I'll drop a couple of vampire lords. Yeah, this game I think is basically over. The bots just on its back foot so much right now. I don't see how it can recover. Unless you got anything good. I mean, that's the highest level slime, I think. Maybe that is. I don't know. It's hard to know exactly what spells do until you use them. This one kind of does an AoE damage, this one roots in place. This one also does AoE damage. It costs more mana, so I assume it does extra damage against undead or something like that. This has some question marks on it, so I'm not sure. I used it on an enemy once and it turned them into a bat, which seemed kind of strong, but I don't know. Maybe you're supposed to use it on, you're either supposed to use it on your own guy, because it's a random transformation, or the bat just seemed really strong. So we won, and we got 25 extra crystals, and that was a short game. So you start with knights, holy, and elves. I paid for vampires. You can also get air, which seems quite cool. Lightning's the spell. Wisp is, and the order for these is currently random, which is kind of annoying. The thing is wisp, air, stone in terms of strength. Pests, which we saw a little bit last game, has infest, and it goes insect swarm, rat swarm, giant spider. Demons sound pretty cool too, with the cultist, succubus, demon lord, and possess sounds like an amazing spell, so who knows. Shamblers are the undead, so you got, in order, I think it goes ghoul, zombie, mutant zombie? I'm not sure. Again, this also sounds cool. If I was gonna buy one, oh man, I don't know. I can rule out pests, and I can rule out slimes for now. And some sound kind of, acid pool sounds good. I don't know what I'd get next. Anyway, I encourage you guys to play it for yourself. Army of Pixels, they're open to suggestions. I just noticed that actually, that's kind of cool. Maybe I'll drop a line there. Yeah, I encourage you guys to play this for yourself. The description, god dang, the link is in the description below. Try and get some of these other things that I haven't seen. Tell me what's good or bad about the vampires, if you think they're overpowered, if you don't. And please tell me if I completely just stupidly don't know how to unlock this Goram extra stuff. Because right now, these two quests aren't really different from a normal skirmish. They're equally random, as far as I can tell, in terms of the army lineup you face, so I don't know. But anyway, I like this game. I would definitely play this game more. I don't know that I'd play it a ton more. I typically find lane games like this to be, you know, I mean, they're good for a few hours, and that's exactly what I want. This game looks like it's going to have a good few hours of combat to it. The races definitely affect your playstyle. I like that that element of customization and interaction, that teching, that cross-techingness. So yeah, good job so far. I look forward to seeing more from these guys. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a comment if you have something worth saying. And yeah, right, that's if you do. I'm kidding, of course. I like hearing everything you have to say. Yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm Foehamner, and you're not.